Remember this guy? The guy from the 90s Mario movie that is a giant mess? Well, back in 2023, he was trying to get his name back out there because of the new Mario movie, which is infinitely better than the old one because it actually has a lot to do with the real Mario franchise, unlike the one from the 90s, which kind of just used the name and some of the character names. That movie had little to nothing to do with the actual Mario franchise. I'm sorry. That's true. Well, John Leguizamo has kind of peaked since then. He hasn't really been in anything. The last thing I can think of that he was in, off the top of my head, was like Kick-Ass 2. Has he been in anything since then? If he has, I haven't seen it. He's kind of fallen out of the spotlight. So what I think he's doing, and this is a theory of mine, when a lot of these kind of washed-up actors from Hollywood start virtue signaling really hard and putting stuff out there like John does, and when he was blasting the Super Mario Brothers movie, saying it wasn't inclusive enough, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's a franchise based on a short, fat Italian guy that jumps on mushrooms and plants and throws fireballs from his hand after eating a flower. He was going real hard on that, and also embracing Latinx. He was out there embracing Latinx big time, which is kind of interesting because the Latin community does not like Latinx. They hate it, actually. There's plenty of actual studies out there. The science says they don't like it. The science backs that up. That term that a lot of the woke left likes to use, well, the science proves they don't like it. And why should they? Who came up with Latinx? A bunch of white academics. That's who came up with Latinx. They don't like it, but John Leguizamo gets out there and pushes it because he feels it's progressive. This is a sellout move. He's been called out by his own community left and right because of this, and rightfully so. But the reason that he does these things is because he's trying to get a job. That's my theory. When you see these kind of old, washed-up Hollywood actors out there kind of getting hyper woke and progressive, I have a theory that they are doing this to try to get a job. I call it like a job application. So he's out there with a job application again, and he got wrecked by community notes, which is absolutely hilarious. So this account, Kelly D., which has a bio that says, Tuesdays are for politics and pizza, most likely going to hell, alarmist peasant obsessed with Richard III, F the NRA, and F all these Yahtzees. And the account says, Eric said one half of his ear was blown off, so what's up here? Not even a scab. Oh, wow, it looks like his ear is just fine. So John Leguizamo retweets it and says, not even a scratch, but milk it for all you can. Community noted. This photo was taken September 17th, 2022. There's some links there, and if you click one of them, it takes you to this article that's more than 1 year old over on The Guardian, and there's the picture that they're zooming in on, trying to pass it off like it was taken yesterday. I love community notes. I really do, because it stops the bullshit they used to get away with on Twitter quite a bit. Stops it immediately. And he's getting dragged pretty hard with this because what he did is very dumb. Very, very dumb. Adam Krigler says, wow, you're dumb. Endymion says, stick to acting, John. George the Giant Slayer comes and says, next time your head's up your ass, you might want to remove the gerbil so you can see better. The anime guy says, my lord, your level of dumb F is too much. Get wrecked. F off from the Bugle Daily. You're a terrible actor and even a worse liar. Stop it. I had to mute this one because I don't think I can show the picture on YouTube. It was very funny. It was a guy with his head up his own butt. But I don't think I can show that. So I can't unsee it, so I had to mute it. I'll unmute after this video is done. This picture is from 2022. Loser. It's a picture of TDS medication. You're a washed out has-been. You're a liar. Community notes for the win. Yeah, milk it, John. You're a despicable person. He's getting ratioed hard, as he should be, because this was a dumb move. He's trying to please the establishment. And by the way, a lot of people out there, I saw Keith Olbermann. He's having a huge meltdown, calling what happened to Trump staged and all this shit. It's really funny that the left is allowed to call what happened on Saturday staged and say that it's a lie and it's fake, even though there's a man who lost his life. Think back to the COOF and certain elections and stuff like that. If you had an opposite opinion to what the mainstream was, you would lose your platform. You would get canceled, kicked out of things. People lost their platforms talking about that stuff. But it's really funny and surprising that it's okay for them to do this. They can throw that fake theory out there left and right, no problem. They get nothing. They get no repercussions. Isn't that interesting, that double standard and how that works? I just thought that was interesting, that that's allowed, that they're allowed to say this is fake. No problem. Not a problem. Platforms are just letting that roll. But if it was something that they're saying and you question it and call it out, you get banned, deplatformed. It's funny how that works, isn't it? That double standard that I think a lot of people are waking up to finally. Big thing about Saturday is we have now brought in a lot of like the normies and stuff that aren't really tuned in as much to this kinds of stuff as most people. And a lot of people are waking up. And I think it's great. And I want to see more of it. More and more. So I hope, John, you keep doing this kind of foolish shit. And you and all your buddies, because everyone saw that with their own eyes. And it's pretty undeniable. So keep it up. You guys are making things even worse for yourself. I really don't think there's any stopping it. Like I'm pretty sure that I don't want to say it's in the bag, the election, but I mean Trump has risen to a legend status. That picture from Saturday will go down in American history. So, anyway, Hollywood is going to Hollywood, my friends, and we're here to laugh at it. Let me know what you think about all this in the video, in the comments of the video. Let me know what you think of this video in the video comments, sorry. Throw a like up, share the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.